we're writing equations. And remember, we have three kinds of lines. We have our diagonal lines. Okay, that's the other video. And we have these horizontal and vertical lines. Okay, so this is lines 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to show you how to write an equation for those horizontal and vertical lines, and also how to fill out this table. Okay, so I'm going to do my letter L here. So I'm going to do my equation for line 2 and 3. So I'm going to start with line 2, which is right here. Okay, and it is a horizontal line. Okay, now let's start with the endpoints, right? Because I still have to fill out the same table. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is negative 10, negative 3. And rather than count all the way back again, I know if this is negative 10, right, that's negative 9, negative 8. So this must be negative 8, negative 3. Okay, now I can use the slope formula to find my slope, right? I'm hoping that you can look at this and remember what this slope is when it's flat. Okay, but let's just really quick plug this into the slope formula so that you have that, you can have both tools. So this is negative 3 minus negative 3, negative 8 minus 10. This becomes negative 3 plus 3, that's 0 over 2, which becomes 0, right? Now, I am hoping that you don't need to do this, because I'm hoping that you look at a horizontal line and think, oh, the slope is 0. Horizontal line, the slope is always 0. Okay, so now what I do need is I need the B, the y-intercept. Okay, now you could plug in a point. This strategy will continue to work, but I'm hoping, again, that you don't do this. Let's say I plug in this point, this y value of negative 3, this m of 0. Right, 0 times negative 8 is just 0. So that gets me this, a b of negative 3. Again, I'm hoping that you don't do this. I'm hoping that you look at this graph and you think to yourself, oh, well, if this just continued, it would just hit the y-axis right here at negative 3. Okay, so I have my m and I have my b. Again, I'm hoping that you didn't have to do any of this math, that you could just kind of look at that line and decide those things. So that is line 2. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in my two endpoints were negative 10, negative 3, and negative 8, negative 3. Okay, this was a horizontal line, so my slope is 0. My b is negative 3, so my slope-intercept form, this is technically correct, but please don't write that. 0 times x is 0. This should just be written as y equals negative 3. Okay, and now the restriction. Oops. Now the restriction, because this line only goes from, this line only goes from here to here. It only goes from an x value of negative 10. Sorry, I'm on the wrong. Sorry, folks. Okay, this line only goes from here, negative 10, right? That's an x value of negative 10, to here, that's an x value of negative 8. So my domain restriction, remember domain is x values, so this is called a domain restriction. I'm saying I want the x values to be greater than or equal to negative 10 and less than or equal to negative 8. Those are the only x values I want. So I'm going to come here to my slide. This is line 2. I'm going to be super lazy and do this. This is going negative 10 to negative 8. And let's go type it. So I have y equals negative 3. Okay, again, which gives me that whole line. And then I'm going to put my squigglies, or you know what I can even do, right? Since I've already written it, watch. I just grab this guy, come over here to Desmos. Desmos, for whatever reason, doesn't pick up my squiggly brackets, but there it is. Okay, there's the bottom of my L. Okay, let's go